You said something there that I thought was really interesting, and that's the KPIs, because we are big on KPIs. We're finance guys, and we tend to fall back on that. And you've kind of opened my eyes that sometimes we maybe do that kind of robotically. Help us understand as finance or as somebody, maybe a practice owner who understands their finances well, the nuance of not just what a KPI says, but why it's important, why that needs to be communicated. Unpack that a little bit further, Cassie, because that's a really interesting comment that I don't know that I've really stopped and considered.
I would just to give it as an example, PPV is a big one for me, and the actual value that's happening while the patient is in the chair. And if you were to ask a doctor,
unpack there for the listeners, Cassie. PPV.
Production per visit. And so, sorry, so
you speak it all day. It becomes commonplace.
Well, when I'm speaking to you all, I forget I need to package it for the audience. But yes, I think that that as an example is a great opportunity to go and sit with the doctor and the team and even leadership to say, okay, what do you estimate your PPV is for a new patient? And they'll be like, well, a comp exam is this, and so they'll give you this, $239 or whatever it is, right? Okay, well, that's great. So what would you say it is for a limited exam? Well, a limited exam is $69, and then I'll go, okay, but we're not talking about the potential PPV. You're talking about just the origination of the visit. So let's talk a little bit further about what you want to see happen in a comp exam or what you want to see happen in a limited exam. And I'll have the doctor go, well, my goal is when they come in for the limited exam is to also talk to them about malocclusion and say, maybe some of that wear pattern or why that crown keeps breaking is because you need clear aligners. And I said, okay, so is that woven into your limited exam conversation when malocclusion is there? Well, no, but my hope is that we'll get to that. And I'm like, no, let's pause right there. So does everybody on the team know you're passionate about malocclusion and wear pattern and a crown breaking in a patient's mouth? Well, yeah, I think so. So then we sit as a team, and nobody really knows that the doctor wants that to be a potential outcome of what is just an emergency visit. And so we build into the conversation, into the AI components, into the notation components and prompts, into the CDT codes, what that doctor wants, instead of making the assumption that the PPV is just the one point of origin CDT code.